So, the couple, Pardison versus Megan. Recently, Megan put out her song in November, Cobra. Allegedly, she caught Pardison in her home, with a new supply. Caught Pardison in his new supply. The new supply was giving Pardison Fontaine a blowjob, topping him off. And this is the reason why Megan ended their relationship. So in the Cobra song, she's saying, yeah, I caught him in my house with his new supply getting his dick sucked, according to Megan Pete. Now, Pardison decides to respond and says, with his new single called The Person, that Megan is out her head. Of course, he unleashed the smear campaign because of the fact that Megan came to the song and was like, yeah, this is why we're not together, because I caught him getting a blowjob in my home. Which I think that she's telling the truth, allegedly. But, Pardison has a reputation to protect, and he had to let everybody know. Of course, he went and purchased his Megan hate train ticket, okay? He went and purchased a ticket recently and started a Megan hate train as well. Because this is what I'm saying. When you come in as an enemy and you leave out the same way, of course, he never was really in her corner. But he felt like Megan put him in positions where he had to argue for her about her reputation and the fact that she got caught up in a scandal with Tory. Tory was involved with her. And, so happened, Kelsey was dating Tory. And Megan went behind Kelsey back and started sleeping with Tory Lanez. She had no business being with Tory Lanez. That is true. She had no business being involved with him during the quarantine of the pandemic in 2020. But he felt like he was arguing for her and standing his ground with his girlfriend, which he was. He was holding it down for her for a time period. But he also had his own sneaky agendas as well, his own motives. And unbeknownst, he took a dive and took a knife and put one in her back as well. So now him and Megan are no longer involved. They don't follow each other and they're not in a relationship no more. So she had to let him go. So now Pardison Fontaine got a song out where he's saying that, yeah, I stood up for you, even though your reputation was tarnished. I know you was out here, running around being a thotty, when her song, she does have a song called Thought. You know what I mean? So he feels the need now to come to the platform and talk about her as if he already had all of that built up inside of him anyway. He already came in as enemy and he left out the same way. This is why you can't trust certain individuals in your circle. This is why the relationships no longer serve me a purpose anymore, because I know snakes like that come a dime a dozen. You can't trust people like them. Even though she had her own, faults where she was wrong, but she wasn't involved with Tory Lanez when she got with you, Pardison. So you can't be mad at her for, making her mistakes and making poor and bad decisions on her life. She's young. And she just happened to make a poor decision with Tory Lanez. But he used that against her. Took that information and decided to throw that up in her face. And now she is the person that you didn't know who she was. When you was wrong, she was in a relationship with you. You had a relationship with her. She wasn't with you when Tory Lanez was involved. So now she catches you with getting a blowjob in her house, and you expect her not to feel no kind of way about that. She can't speak on that. You wanted to silence her. So now he started his smear campaign, and now he wants to silence Megan Pete. You know what I mean? They had a good relationship. Yeah, he did a lot of love bombing, a lot of gaslighting. And maybe, was he really in love with her? I don't even know now that you wrote a diss record about her, because you felt like she took shots at you in Cobra. You know what I mean? Which she probably caught you red-handed. And you was getting a blowjob in her house. Don't think you slick, Pardison. You wasn't squeaky clean, too, when you left the relationship. You need to know that. So, Pardison responded, and now he wants to do a smear campaign on Megan. You know what I mean? So now they both at odds. They both battling. So everything he knows about her personally, even down to being in bed with her, he's going to use that against her. So maybe she might have to send him a cease and desist. Who knows? But like I said, y'all, watch out. The snake is still around. Snakes is coming, and they going as they please. They come in as an enemy, and they going to leave out the same way. AKA, who is that? Of course, the malignant narc. Always ready to strike. Always ready to retaliate. and always ready to unleash psychological aggression, torment, typical playground bully behavior, and getting ready to do his severe smear campaign. And now he's purchased an express ticket for the Meghan hate train. Like I said before, y'all, women are coming for his defense. Of course, again, they don't like Meghan because she made her poor decision and made a mistake with Tory Lanez by sleeping with him, knowing that he was dealing with Kelsey, her best friend. A lot of them don't like her because of that. And would I say she's quick, clean, innocent? No, she's not. But when she was with you, she was faithful to you. She was with you. You know what I mean? She learned from her mistakes, and she decided to take a new leaf with you. And you turn around, you put that same knife that Tory Lanez put in her back, you put it in her back as well. So like I said before, guys, watch out for the snakes, females and males. They still out here narking, snaking, being conniving, backstabbing. That's why my circle is small as a dot. Okay? Small as a dot. Because you don't know who's around you. Like the good Hassan Campbell says on his channel, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. And that's the truth. You really do. You know what I mean? So, Meghan, watch out. He's coming for your platform. And he's one of Cardi B's biggest writers as well. This man is very talented. I will say that. He's a talented writer. But what I like about him is that he knows what he can get away with, and he knows what he can't get away with. So he's very strategic on how he chooses his battles wisely. You know, he's not going to be out there physically assaulting women, sexually assaulting them, and beating them up and trying to, you know, RAPE them, hopefully. We hope that he doesn't go that route. But so far, you know, he's being a gentleman about it. He's responding in his records, you know, really strategic and smooth about how he's going to attack her in his own way. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's going to be a big blowout between Meghan versus Pardison Fontaine, a.k.a. Jordan Thorpe. So, Meghan, watch out, girl, because, baby, he's getting ready to unleash. He's cooking it up in the kitchen, a formula for you that you got to be able to respond back with. And it got to be a strong injury you got to send him. I don't know if you're going to send him a cease and desist or you're going to respond with another record, but he appears to be that he's going to be another one of your biggest enemies right now. Another hater that you got to be worried about. That he's getting ready to unleash on you. So, Meghan, watch out, girl, because he's coming. You know what I mean? But, you know, he didn't leave out the relationship squeaky clean. He was wrong. She caught him red-handed, getting a blowjob in her house, in her bed where they slept at. Okay? So, you know, she cut her ties, which I ain't mad at that. She didn't stay around for him to do more backstabbing, you know, grimy, you know, foolishness that he was getting ready to do some more. She let him go. And that's the right thing you do. Let his ass go. Because he want to be for the streets. Let him go. Move on with your life and continue on with your journey. But understand this. Some of these men is not coming in, you know, trying to be sincere and genuine. They got their own objective and their own motives of what they want from you. So you got to pay attention to your circle, Meghan, before they hurt you. Okay? So understand there's going to be more guys like that that's coming to be around you just to, you know, go along, to get along. But they got their own hidden agenda. So this is a lesson from Meghan. Don't let these guys get too close to you. Set boundaries, okay? You don't have to be in a relationship right now. Sometimes it's okay to heal by yourself. It's okay to date a little bit, but don't let them get too close to you. Understand what boundaries is. Understand that a snake will always be a snake, and an enemy will come in as an enemy, and guess what? The enemy will go out the same way. Keep your head up. And Pardison Fontaine, he's very talented, but guess what? He knows a lot about you. So watch out for him. He's coming. And he's getting ready to spread your business to other supply as well, because that's what they do. That's what narcs do. They make up twisted accusations, and they continue the bullying. So she might have to send him a cease and desist, or she's going to respond with her next record. And maybe he's going to make her album. Need to know that. So I'm going to be on the watch out. But like I said, keep coming back. More to be revealed.